games, brains and a head banging a life fair. Reaction time, still doing the teaching stuff. It's your turn to show me something. We're checking out a song by the band Ocean Grove from the album Flip Phone Fantasy, and it is called Superstar.
It's the first track off this album. I listened to it the last week I was at college before we got put into the first lockdown.
Okay.
So it really stuck in my mind.
All right, that's pretty cool.
I'd heard quite a bit about it in different like UNFD groups.
Yep.
And I listened to it by chance on the day that it actually came out. And this song, it started off and I was like, what's this? And it blew me away. I was like, wow. I'm not sure how much you're gonna like it, but
all right.
I figured I'd show you anyway.
Well, I mean, that's the point. We shall find out. I know absolutely nothing about this band.
Very weird. They're very weird.
It's unusual. Okay.
They get compared to Linkin Park a lot as well.
Yeah. It's not a good thing. We're going to have to do something special, because this is pretty poor. What happened to you, man? You used to have taste.
Still do.
I mean, I like that, like, almost air raid signal style build that's going on in the background. That's cool. Shame about the rest. That's nice. That's better.
They've got a lot more of that on the album. They're a polarizing band, I think.
Oh, very much. I can see that straight away. Why that polarizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say don't write them off because of that song. It's just the start to an album that kind of leads you the whole way through, and there's lots of different songs. Like you've got some more slowed down acoustic ones. You said you liked that bit where it was kind of
more mellow.
Yeah. They've got an entire song of that called Shimmer, which is one of my favourite songs off the album. So I'd say if you've got some free time, do give the album a listen.
It's not very tempting though. Do you see the problem? There's my introduction to them, and I thought that song, while not actively terrible, not like oh my god they're terrible, was a sum of many different parts that I think are. So I think it sounded outdated at times. I'm not that big of a fan of rap, even though I grew up. I'm a new metal kid. I grew up in the 90s, and that was the height of new metal, late 90s, early noughties and stuff like that. I was 16 in the year 2000. So I know the likes of Linkin Park and all that stuff extremely, extremely well. But I also know the drawbacks to that stuff. And I also know that stuff doesn't age well. Channeling parts of that in this track is not a clever idea. I like the vocals. However, again, I don't know why they're doing it. Why are they covering it with this thin layer of overt electronica where you're distorting things for the sake of distorting? And it's like, is that how it's going to sound live?
No.
But of course it isn't.
No.
Because otherwise you're going to have to pump it through fucking speakers. Do you know what I mean? Like, to me, that's a track that would have more chance with the mainstream than it would with a rock and metal crowd. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know? And that's no bad thing for them, absolutely. If they can be successful off that, good for them. I just don't... The biggest thing is, there's nothing wow about that track. Like, wow. It's an alright track. It's got good moments. It's got moments that made me go, alright.
To me,
wow.
It was the opposite.
How did it wow you, though? I'm puzzled about how it wowed you.
I think just that starting, like, you've got that kind of weird noisy thing at the start, and then the guitars came in, and I really wasn't expecting that at the time when I listened to it, based off just like the album art. So that really like took me by surprise, I guess.
But you still like it?
I do, yeah.
Why?
I don't have to have a specific reason for why I like a
Oh,
song.
yeah, of course you do. You need to be able to say why you like a song. I'm saying, I'm struggling to understand, particularly if you compare it to other music we've listened to that you put on today. I'm struggling to see how that one fits in at anywhere.
I listen to a lot of different stuff.
Okay. But what I'm saying is, but that isn't a good track.
It is.
In what way? Because what they're doing is nothing new, nothing special. There's no hook. There's no catchy moment that grabs you.
It definitely is.
You think it's catchy?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, the chorus is like, you've got that, because I kind of like that.
There's so much going on, it's distracting.
Maybe for you. Maybe, well, I thought that, what was it? The last song we listened to, that's quite distracting because you've got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it goes both ways, where you can have too much going on and you can have a right amount of things going on, which...
Fair enough. All right, I mean, it's not for me, it's for you. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon and help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?